Every year, thousands of people spend anywhere from $2,000 to $10,000 on a French Bulldog, and within the first year, many of them are completely shocked by what they didn't know, not because the dog is bad. French Bulldogs are incredible, but because nobody told them the full story. So that's what this video is. The full story. The pros, the cons, the vet bills nobody warns you about, and the one thing that makes French Bulldog owners say, "I'd do it all over again." Stay with me, because if you're thinking about getting a Frenchie, this might be the most important video you watch before you do. Okay, so let's start with why everyone is obsessed with French Bulldogs right now. Frenchies are currently one of the most popular dog breeds in the United States, the United Kingdom, Australia, and Canada. They've knocked Labradors off the top spot in multiple countries. Celebrities have them. Athletes have them. They're everywhere on social media, and when you see one in person, you get it immediately. They're small. They're compact. They've got those huge bat ears, the flat smushed face, the big round eyes that look at you like you are the most important person on earth. They're hilarious. They're dramatic. They snort when they breathe, and somehow that just makes you love them more. But here's the catch. Behind all that cuteness is a dog with some very real, very expensive needs. And most people don't find out until it's too late. Let's talk personality first, because this is genuinely where Frenchies shine. French Bulldogs are companion dogs through and through. They were literally bred to sit next to you and keep you company. That's the job. That's the whole job. They are affectionate, loyal, and deeply attached to their people. If you're sitting on the couch, they're on the couch. If you're in bed, they're in bed. If you go to the bathroom, guess who's following you? They're also surprisingly funny. Frenchies have big personalities packed into tiny bodies. They'll throw a tantrum if you stop petting them. They'll stare you down until you share your food. They pout. They sulk. They are absolute drama queens, and honestly, it's very entertaining. They're also calm compared to a lot of small breeds. They're not yappy. They don't need to run 5 miles a day. They're happy with moderate walks and a lot of cuddle time. Wait. So if they're calm, low energy, and small, why are so many French Bulldog owners dealing with serious problems? Here's where it gets real. Let's do the pros first, because there are some genuinely great ones. Pro number 1, perfect for apartment living. Frenchies don't need a yard. They don't need a ton of space. They adapt really well to smaller homes and apartments. For city dwellers, this is huge. Pro number 2, they're incredibly social and friendly. French Bulldogs generally get along with other dogs, kids, and strangers. They're not aggressive. They're not skittish. They walk into a room and immediately make friends. That easygoing nature makes them wonderful family dogs. Pro number 3, low grooming needs. Short coat. Minimal shedding compared to other breeds. A quick wipe down and the occasional bath is usually all you need. No expensive grooming appointments every 6 weeks. Pro number 4, they are endlessly entertaining. Life with a Frenchie is never boring. They do the weirdest things. They make the strangest sounds. They have facial expressions that look genuinely human. Your camera roll will never be the same, but here's the problem. And I really need you to hear this part clearly. French Bulldogs are one of the most medically complex breeds on the planet. This is not an exaggeration. This is just the truth. Let's talk about the cons, and I'm not going to soften this. Con number 1, breathing problems. French Bulldogs are a brachycephalic breed. That means they have a flat face and a compressed airway. In simple terms, they struggle to breathe in a way that other dogs don't. They overheat fast. They can't handle intense exercise. In hot weather, a short walk can become a medical emergency. A lot of Frenchies need surgery, called Boas surgery, just to breathe more comfortably. That surgery can cost $2,000 to $4,000. Con number 2, the vet bills are genuinely shocking. This is the big one. French Bulldogs are consistently ranked as one of the most expensive dog breeds to own in terms of healthcare. Spinal issues. Eye problems. Skin infections in their facial folds. Ear infections. Allergies. Hip problems. It's not that every Frenchie will have all of these. But the odds are not in your favor. Pet insurance for a French Bulldog is more expensive than almost any other breed, because insurers know the risk. Here's the problem. A lot of people buy a Frenchie because they think small dog equals small costs. It doesn't. Not even close. Con number 3, they can't swim. At all. French Bulldogs will sink. Their heavy front end and tiny back legs make them physically incapable of keeping themselves afloat. If you have a pool, a pond, or you spend time near water, you need to be watching your Frenchie every single second. This is a safety issue, not just a fun fact. Con number 4, they hate being alone. Remember how we said they were bred purely for companionship? That cuts both ways. Frenchies can develop serious separation anxiety. Crying. Destructive behavior. Stress. If you work long hours away from home and there's nobody around, a French Bulldog may genuinely suffer. Now let me hit you with some things that might actually surprise you. French Bulldogs can't reproduce naturally in most cases. Their heads are too large to pass through the birth canal. That means almost all Frenchie litters are delivered by C-section. This is one of the reasons they're so expensive to buy. Breeders have massive costs just to produce a litter. Also, French Bulldogs are not actually French in origin. They were developed in England by lace workers in Nottingham, who kept small bulldogs as companions. When those workers moved to France during the Industrial Revolution, they brought the dogs with them. The French fell in love, and the name stuck. The breed is technically British. Wait. And here's one more thing that catches people off guard. Frenchies are incredibly stubborn. They are smart, but they use that intelligence to decide whether your request is worth their time. Training a French Bulldog requires patience, consistency, and a lot of high-value treats. They will look at you, understand exactly what you're asking, and then slowly turn their head away. It's maddening. And also kind of hilarious. Let me ask you something directly. Can you afford unexpected vet bills of $1,000, $2,000, maybe $5,000, without it destroying your finances? Because that's a real possibility with this breed. Not a worst-case scenario. A realistic one. If the answer is yes, and you have pet insurance, and you're home a lot, and you live somewhere with a moderate climate, a French Bulldog might genuinely be one of the best dogs you ever own. If the answer is no, please don't let the cute face make the decision for you. Let's talk real-life ownership for a second. Hot climates are genuinely dangerous for Frenchies. If you live somewhere that hits high temperatures regularly, summer walks need to be early morning or late evening only. A hot pavement can burn their paws and overheat them in minutes. You also need to clean their facial folds regularly. That skin trap moisture, and moisture breeds bacteria. Skip it, and you're looking at painful skin infections. And flying with a Frenchie? Many airlines have banned brachycephalic breeds from flying in cargo holds because of the breathing risk at altitude. If you travel a lot, this is something you need to factor in. Here's the catch. Despite every single thing I just told you, French Bulldog owners are some of the most obsessed, devoted dog owners in the world. Ask any Frenchie owner if they'd do it again. Almost all of them say yes. Immediately. Without hesitating. Because this dog, this weird, snorty, stubborn, Velcro dog, will attach itself to your soul in a way that's really hard to describe until you've experienced it. So here's the bottom line. A French Bulldog is the right dog for you if you're home often, you live in a moderate climate or have air conditioning, you're financially prepared for higher than average vet costs, you want a calm, affectionate companion, and you live in an apartment or smaller space. A French Bulldog is probably not right for you if you're gone for long hours every day, you live somewhere extremely hot, you're on a tight budget with no room for surprise expenses, or you want a sporty, active dog to keep up with your outdoor lifestyle. Know the breed before you bring one home. Your future dog is counting on that. If this video gave you something real, hit the like button, it genuinely helps more people find honest content like this. Subscribe if you want straight talking dog videos every week. And drop a comment below. Do you have a Frenchie? Or are you on the fence? Tell me where you're at. I read all of them. See you in the next one.